Terence Crawford has a way better resume than Canelo Alvarez. I don't want to hear it. Psych. I never said that. Like, I think there's some confusion in a recent video that I posted. A lot of people were getting heated because they think I was hating on Canelo, and I would never hate on Canelo because he's one of my favorite fighters to watch. I was just giving my honest opinion on where he stands, alongside Terence Crawford pound for pound. I understand that he has an argument for the greatest Mexican fighter of all time alongside, Julio Cesar Chavez. Marquez is a legend. I still put Marquez, like the guy that beat Manny Pacquiao, knocked him out. I think that was like a huge win for him. So that there's an argument for Canelo, but at the same time, I was just trying to say that I think that Terence Crawford, and this is just my opinion, like you guys can have your own opinion, I can have my own opinion. I think Terence Crawford's going to go down as the better fighter, between the two, between Terence and Canelo. I think that, I'm done comparing resumes, all that. It's kind of pointless because at the end of the day, Terence Crawford, what he did to Errol Spence was so vicious. Like that was a win that against the guy who was the number one guy, the boogeyman. Everyone said Terence Crawford was going to lose. A lot of us picked Errol Spence, and then Terence Crawford was able to just wipe him out like that. He was able to stop him and make it look easy. Only one round was even potentially maybe given to Errol Spence Jr. in that fight, and then they're going to have a rematch. Like, I was just really impressed with Terence Crawford. I just think right now, after seeing what he did, he's so talented. He's so dynamic. There's a skill set that Terence Crawford possesses that I don't think anybody active in the boxing world right now can compete with. That there's nothing wrong with saying that. It's not saying that Canelo's not a great fighter. I just think Terence Crawford at this point in his career is the more talented fighter, and he's going to go down as the greater fighter pound for pound because of that kind of win. You don't just go in there and beat a guy like Errol Spence Jr. Now, if Canelo goes on, beats Charlo, beats David Benavidez, that's different. The Charlo win I expect, but if he goes on after that to go ahead and fight David and then beats him, that's different. That might skew my mind for sure. That would change up the game. But as of now, that signature win over Errol Spence Jr. for Terence Crawford was enough for me to say that I think Terence is gonna go down as a greater fighter than Canelo Alvarez. I'm not trying to take away from Canelo Alvarez's resume. I'm not trying to argue that Terence Crawford is, the more accomplished, whatever the case may be, that Terence Crawford has a better resume. I don't care about all that because all of that is, up for debate. There's no way to compare resumes and then say, oh, this guy's is better. I'm not here to say that. I'm saying Canelo Alvarez, he's very talented. You could argue he's more experienced. He got the opportunity to fight Floyd. But my thing is that, when it comes to fighting guys in their prime, when he was able to fight guys who were in their prime, at their best, and, in their top condition, no injuries, none of that, prime careers, he hasn't been able to win those fights in real convincing fashion. You take Triple G the first time, you could argue whatever the case may be. I thought he lost the fight. You take Bivol, prime fighter, young guy, lost the fight. I understand he went up. He dared to be great. Going up in weight is not an easy thing to do. But, we can't make excuses all the time. It was still a fight that he took, a fight that he signed. He lost the fight. Fought Floyd Mayweather, not even necessarily in his prime. He was older than Canelo. Beat Canelo easily. That's like all I'm trying to say. But we haven't seen that we've seen Terence Crawford go undefeated. Every test that we put in front of him, he's passed with flying colors. And then the ultimate test that we put in front of him was Errol Spence Jr. And look what he did to him. So like, I just don't get like how what I'm saying is like crazy. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think it's so out of pocket. I don't think, I've watched all of Canelo's fights. I know he has great wins. He has signature wins. The more recent one, his best win has been Caleb Plant, and I don't think Caleb Plant is anywhere near what Terence Crawford is. Errol Spence is way better than Caleb Plant. When you just compare pound for pound stylistically, I think Errol Spence is still a more talented fighter. Would Spence beat Caleb Plant in an actual fight? I don't know. I'd probably favor Spence a little bit, but Caleb Plant's a big dude, so that'd be an interesting fight. It's a lot of weight for Spence, but I think going up would definitely help him. But I'm just trying to say that Canelo Alvarez, I'm trying to give him his flowers. I'm trying to give him all the flowers, but at the same time, I still think that Terence Crawford's a better fighter than he is. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think that when it comes down to it, there are skills that Terence Crawford possesses that Canelo can't. The hand speed, the foot speed, the IQ. It's so clear when Terence Crawford's thinking. He's so reactive. I think that's the kind of stuff that Canelo hasn't been known for. He's so locked in every round. He's so intense. The intensity never goes down. It actually increases as the rounds go on. He never turns off that switch during the fight. So that's the kind of stuff I think Canelo is missing that Terence Crawford has. I think that's why Terence Crawford's going to go down as the better fighter between Terence and Canelo Alvarez. I just think despite Canelo's greatness, I think even if they are to fight, and I hope that that's the fight next, I think that Terence Crawford would most likely beat Canelo just because of that disparity, the hand speed, the foot speed, the IQ, and the patience. Never getting tired, and that endurance. Even on the back end of both of their careers, you still see Terence Crawford in tremendous shape as opposed to Canelo, who's a smaller guy for 68, but at the same time, he's a thick dude. Like, he's a jacked dude, but that also takes a lot of energy and oxygen to exert in order to last a 12-round duration. So that's just why I just think Terence Crawford naturally, where he's at in his career, is going to go down as the better fighter, the greater fighter. But let me know in the comments what you guys think, Canelo or Terence Crawford. Who has the better resume? I've said it before, I don't like to compare resumes, but who do you guys think is going to go down as the greater fighter? I'm going to go with Terence Bud Crawford, but I know it can go, here and there. It can go back and forth. But let me know in the comments what you guys think. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.
That's going to do it for another NASFight Media video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's been your boy, Matt Nabong, with another video. Hope you guys enjoyed it all. Thank you guys for the constant support. Salute to y'all always. It's been your boy.